Good afternoon, friends. Satyam Vada Dharmachara, Satyamev Jayate. Welcome to the news desk on the income tax, GST and corporate laws. Let's start from the income tax. Ministry of Finance issued press release on 12th October 2020. In this press release, various measures including LTC cash voucher announced by the Finance Minister to boost the consumer demand. Finance Minister Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman has announced various measures to boost demand in the economy. The steps taken are majorly focused on the stimulating consumer demand as well as stimulating the capital expenditure to increase the GDP. Next case, Gujarat High Court. Jamnagar Area Development Authority framing and implementing town planning scheme is entitled to for Section 11 relief. In this ruling, Gujarat High Court held that where SCC Urban Development Authority was created under Gujarat Town Planning and Urban Development Act 1976 for framing and implementing town planning scheme and carry out objects and purpose of the Town Planning Act. Since no services were rendered to any particular trade, commerce, or business, and collection of the fees and sales was incidental to the object and purpose of the Act, SSC can be said to be providing general public utility service, and thus SSC was entitled to exemption under Section 11 of the Income Tax Act. Next case, Madras High Court. Foreign travel expenses could not be disallowed if genuineness of expenses were never in doubt before tax authorities. In this case, Madras High Court held that where SSC was able to provide the annual report along with the accounts prepared in accordance with Accounting Standard 18, and that there was a gradual increase in the sales compared to the early years by some subsidiary companies in foreign country, and assessing officer, commissioner, appeals and tribunal did not dispute genuineness and bona fide of the expenditure incurred by the SSC for foreign travel, expenditure having been incurred wholly and exclusively for the purpose of the business would be allowable. Ministry of Finance issued press release on 9th October. In this press release, Income Tax Department conducts search and seizure action at Ahmedabad. The Income Tax Department has conducted search and seizure action on the 8th October 2020 at Ahmedabad in the case of a group engaged in the business of the real estate, construction and land trading. The group had around 96 companies at a few common addresses which were being used for the routing money and for an land holding. Most of the companies are found to have no real estate business and very few returns of the income has been filed. Next case, Supreme Court case. Trust registration can't be denied on mere fact that part of the gross receipt not expended in accordance with the object. Supreme Court held in this case that a special leave petition dismissed against High Court ruling that where undisputably 71% of the receipt of the trust were spent in accordance with its object. Merely a partial expenditure which was for religious purpose could not make trust non-genuine. Let's cover news on international taxation. OECD G20 base erosion and profit shifting project tax challenges arising from the digitalization economic impact assessment. OECD releases economic impact assessment of the tax challenges arising from the digitalization of economy. The OECD has released a report analysis the economic and tax revenue implication of the Pillar 1 and Pillar 2 proposal currently being discussed by the OECD G20 inclusive framework on the BEPS including framework as part of its work to address the tax challenges arising from the digitalization of the economy. These proposals are described in the Pillar 1 and Pillar 2 blueprint reports. This report will be already has been shared on WhatsApp group and Telegram group. If you need need a report, please message on my WhatsApp number or mail for a copy. Next case, OECD G20 base erosion and profit shifting project. OECD releases Pillar 1 and 2 blueprints of the tax challenges arising from the digitalization. As part of the ongoing work to develop a solution to the tax challenges of the digitalization of the economy, the OECD G20 inclusive framework on the BEPS releases report on the Pillar 1 and Pillar 2 blueprint. This blueprint reflects the convergence view on the many of the key policy features, principles, and parameters of the both pillars and identify remaining technical and administrative issues. National Anti-Profiting Authority penalty for violation of the anti-profiting provision leviable with effect from the 1st January 2020 and not with the retrospective effect. NNA held that penalty prescribed under section 171 clause subsection 3A could not be imposed for violation of the provision of section 171 subsection 1 for period prior to 1st January 2020. Next case, Madras High Court bad proceeding to be concluded independently without taking support to the reports of the enforcement wing or ISIC authorities. Assessing officers should conclude assessment proceeding under the Tamil Nadu VAT Act independently and not being influenced by any of the report of the or proposals of the enforcement wing officer or ISIC authorities. Ministry of Finance issued press release on 9th October clarification on the auto-populated data for the financial year 2017-18 in annual return of the financial year 2018-19. So press release issued. In this press release, Ministry of Finance has clarified regarding auto-populated data in annual return GSTR 9 for the year 2018-19, which also includes data for financial year 2017-18 that has been already furnished by the taxpayer in the GSTR 9 file for the financial year 2017-18. In this regard, taxpayers are required to report only the values pertaining to the financial year 18-19 and the values pertaining to the financial year 17-18, which may have already been reported or adjusted, are to be ignored. Circular dated 9th October 2020, CBIC clarify application of the Rule 36 Sub-Rule 4 of the CGST rules for the month of the February to August 2020. CBIC has clarified the cumulative application of the Rule 36 Sub-Rule 4 of the CGST rules for the month of the February or to August 2020. It explained that cumulative ITC available for the said month in GSTR 3B should not exceed 110% of the cumulative value of the eligible credit available in respect of the invoices, debit notes uploaded by the supplier in GSTR 1 till the due date of furnishing of GSTR 1 for the month of the September 2020. Under banking, RBI extend SLR holding in held to maturity category till March 2022. And another circular issued on sovereign gold bond scheme SGB 2020-21 series 7 opens for the subscription. Government has announced the sovereign gold bond scheme 2020-21 series 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. There will be a distinct series for every tranche. The SGB scheme 2020-21 series 7 will be open for subscription from 12th October to 16 October 2020. SGB 2020-21 is issued by the RBI on behalf of the government bonds are denominated in the multiple of the grams of the gold with a basic unit of the 1 gram and tenure of the SGB will be 8 years, will exit option after 5 years to be exercised on interest payment dates. Thank you so much for watching News Desk on the income tax, GST and corporate law. We are trying to include international taxation, banking, SEBI and FEMA updates in our News Desk. Please share among the professional colleagues or lawyers fraternity or a student who is in the practicing area in the law, company laws, SEBI, banking, income tax or GST. So please share among them. Thank you so much.